Elderly people who ignore the signs of loneliness put their mental health at risk every single day, but staying away from this danger is possible through simple and transformative actions, which we'll show in this video. You can live with someone, and still feel an emptiness no one can fill. After 60, silence weighs more heavily, and the night feels endless. But there is a way out. Self-Esteem plus ASMR plus 9 days. A silent, practical, and emotionally transformative method. For the mental and emotional health of seniors. Do this for 9 days, and keep the invisible danger of loneliness away. The ASMR used in our method was designed specifically to be listened to, with no one appearing on screen, just calm sounds and soft music, paired with images that match the audio. You listen and meditate with guided phrases we recommend for the 9 days. Watching someone on screen making random ASMR noises does not align with the scientific evidence we researched. Source: Studies from PLOS One and Frontiers in Psychology. At the end of the 9 days, the results will surprise you, and you won't want to stop. You'll want to keep repeating the method again and again. Stay with me for just 3 more minutes, and you'll discover the silent method that boosts your self-esteem and pulls you away from loneliness. Have you ever stopped to think about how loneliness silently affects your quality of life? See the difference between a senior who suffers from loneliness and one who has overcome it. A lonely senior often experiences more intense physical pain, as if their body absorbs the lack of affection and connection. But someone who has filled that emotional void feels relief in both body and soul by surrounding themselves with loved ones, enjoying a deeper sense of well-being and restoration. A senior facing isolation tends to lose interest in food, which weakens the body silently. But one who has defeated this loneliness rediscovers the joy of eating with presence and pleasure, savoring each meal as a loving act of self-care, and with that, regains vitality and strength. A senior consumed by loneliness endures restless nights, racing thoughts, and exhaustion that lingers after dawn. But someone who is free from this suffering enjoys deep, restorative sleep, wakes up energized, and rediscovers the joy of facing each new day with lightness. A lonely person tends to isolate more, avoids asking for help, and gives up on projects that could reshape their reality. On the other hand, someone who left loneliness behind feels renewed, seeks new opportunities, and builds their daily life with clarity and enthusiasm. An elderly person consumed by loneliness often believes their best days are behind them, lost in sad thoughts. But someone who has overcome that pain finds meaning in simple moments, cultivates gratitude, restores self-worth, and feels fully alive again. These statements are backed by science, according to research published by Harvard Medical School, Harvard Health Publishing. Now tell me, how is your loneliness? And which side do you choose to be on, among those who do nothing and suffer the consequences, or among those who take initiative and enjoy a better quality of life? In just a few seconds, you'll discover the 9 practices of the ASMR plus Self-Esteem plus 9 days method that will make a true difference in your life. Have you ever considered how loneliness can eat away at your health, your joy, and even your desire to live? It's not just a fleeting emotion, it's a slow poison. Days go by without a phone call, without someone asking how you're doing. And the scariest part? You start believing it's normal. Your appetite disappears. Sleep becomes an enemy. Your memory fades, your body aches, and nothing brings joy anymore. Do you remember the last time you laughed out loud? Or the last time you felt truly important to someone? Loneliness doesn't shout when it arrives. It whispers, slowly, that you don't matter. That you're not loved. And you start to believe it. You grow quiet. You avoid places. You say you'd rather stay home. That ache in your chest as you watch others enjoying life together while you sit on the sidelines? Now imagine the opposite. Imagine rediscovering the joy of being heard. Of waking up and knowing someone will think of you. Imagine feeling useful, valued, loved. That's what happened to those who decided to break the cycle. They didn't wait to be rescued. They took the first step. They reached out, embraced new routines, and said yes to small invitations. And slowly, the light came back. The will to live was reborn. New friendships appeared. Genuine smiles, meaningful conversations. They discovered that being with someone doesn't require perfection, only presence. That affection can be nurtured, even after a long time alone. Today, they don't just survive, they flourish. Because they had the courage to face the hardest pain of all, the pain of feeling invisible. And by facing it, they found a world that had been waiting for them all along. And you? Are you still going to believe that loneliness is your fate, or will you choose to write a new chapter starting now? The real question is, what happens when you follow a 9-day method to overcome loneliness? Let's find out together. What are the actions and guided phrases you can use, combined with calming sounds to relax your mind? The sounds we recommend are available on YouTube. Day 1. Action: take a short walk alone in a quiet place. During this time, observe everything around you and feel each step as a reconnection with yourself. Recommended ASMR: soft piano for relaxation. Meditation phrase with ASMR: each silent step brings me closer to the person I forgot. Day 2. Action: write a letter to yourself with kindness and encouragement, as if you were comforting a dear friend. Recommended ASMR: forest sounds for relaxation. Meditation phrase with ASMR: I am worthy of love, even my own. Day 3. Action: cook a meal slowly, choosing each ingredient mindfully. Eat with no distractions, fully present. Recommended ASMR: soft harp and violin. Meditation phrase with ASMR: the attention I give myself is a quiet act of love. Day 4. Action: hold an old photo that brings good memories for a few minutes in silence. Feel deep gratitude for that moment. Recommended ASMR: rain sounds. Meditation phrase with ASMR: the memories that warm me still live inside me. Day 5. Action: write down 3 things you're grateful for today. Keep it simple and sincere. Recommended ASMR: soft background music. Meditation phrase with ASMR: gratitude open space where loneliness used to live. Day 6. Action: sit in a peaceful spot and take slow deep breaths for a few minutes. Inhale peace, exhale fear. Recommended ASMR: wind chimes. Meditation phrase with ASMR: in the sound of now, I find shelter. Day 7. Action: send a kind message to someone without expecting anything in return. Just offer your presence. Recommended ASMR: gentle birdsong. Meditation phrase with ASMR: loving without demand strengthens my freedom. Day 8. Action: read a short passage from a book that inspires you or draws you into a comforting story. Recommended ASMR: crackling fire sounds. Meditation phrase with ASMR: the right words warm even the coldest parts of the soul. Day 9. Action: reread your letter from day 2. Notice how much you've changed in these 9 days. Recommended ASMR: rain with soft fire crackles. Meditation phrase with ASMR: today I realize, I'm no longer alone, because I found myself again. Beating loneliness every day isn't just about having someone around, it's about building strong self-esteem that transforms how you live. This inner shift gives you emotional balance to face anything. Don't stop on the 9th day. Keep nurturing this self-esteem daily and live far from loneliness, with inner peace and genuine presence for life. This channel is new, and maybe your new beginning starts here, in the silence of someone who chose not to live in loneliness anymore. If this 9-day method touches your soul, subscribe, turn on the bell, and share it with someone who deserves to rediscover self-worth, courage, and the joy of being alive. See you in the next video on mental health for seniors.